he bribed a sneaky fisherman to smuggle him into the island. They arrived the next day, but he wasn't able to make contact. He was forced back by arrows and yells. I think the lesson here is that if an isolated, almost uncontacted tribe is shooting arrows at you, you should leave them alone. But John returned the next day. Before getting off the boat the next day, he wrote a note to his parents in his diary. After the violent reception...
Hey, what's up with it, Voodoo?
Nothing much. I can't call it. I'm just in here chilling. We over here waiting on you. We wanted to talk about the Freedmen, but before we get into that, I want you to introduce yourself. Tell the people about who you are, what you do. This a Texas nigga right here.
Yeah.
There's a Texas nigga right here. Some them niggas is different, okay? Some about them, cowboy niggas, you know what I'm saying? Saddle horse niggas,
Right on.
But let the people know who you are, what you do, and how we get to come about this TOPCATZ, the legendary Big Chief TOPCATZ. How we come across this?
Well, like you say, I'm from Texas. I'm American Indian historian. Me, I guess you call me a world historian or whatever, but my main focus is right here on the Americas, and I brought the culture in, importance of us connecting back with our family. I'm an author. I have 2 books. I also have 2 children's books as well. And I've been doing this here. This is my 4th year, so I'm still a baby, But yeah, my message, most important part of my message is for everyone to understand that we all have a story and that we all come from somewhere. And since we do, we need to find ourselves in the story of this history. And, that's what I aim to do. But me, myself, I'm a coincided Indian. On my mama's side, we was always raised with Cherokee. We have family in Texas.
Hey, y'all. Hey, share the video out, man. Share the video out. I wasn't going to come on, but fuck it. Share the video out.
I can't call it. I'm just in here chilling. We over here.
Historian. Me, I guess you call me a world historian or whatever, but my main focus is right here on the Americas, and I brought the culture in, importance of us connecting back with our family. I'm an author. I have 2 books. I also have 2 children's books as well. And I've been doing this here. This is my 4th year, so I'm still a baby,
But them ladies over there, they ain't playing, boy.
Part of my message is
they will eat your lunch over there,
everyone
boy.
to understand that we all have a story and that we all come from somewhere. And
hey, that boy, them ladies over there ain't playing.
The story of this history.
Very beautiful skin he had, boy, I tell you.
But me, myself,
in
I'm
Jesus'
a coincided Indian. On my mama's side, we was always raised with Cherokee. We have family in Texas since 1836. We came after the Indian Removal Act from Alabama. And
hey, who the other 6 people? I see Eds. Who the other niggas that's sitting in the back?
Family, Chief Mingo actually assisted in picking the location. And so I come from the chieftain line of the society. We still have our land down there. And like I said, on my mom's side, I have Cherokee.
That's what's up. I didn't know you were by way of Alabama. I know you big Texas, but I didn't know it was by way of Alabama. That's dope.
Yeah, Alabama. I got Louisiana roots,
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, I'm from Texas, so we all got Louisiana roots,
Yeah, that's what's up. So Big Chief TOPCATZ in the building. So today we were getting into the Freedmen thing. I was telling them that we were talking about it on the channel earlier. We were speaking about, oh, my bad. Before I get into that, your books. Promote your books.
Okay. I actually want to, got a P.O. box or something. I want to send you some. So I have 2 children's books. This is my first book, The Making of African American, the Cherokee Princess of Turtle Island. And on the back, I have my grandma right here.
Oh, that's dope.
On the side of the reservation, that's what I do it for. purpose. And then for younger and smaller children, I had I'm Not Black, I'm Indian. This is the children's book. This would be for the younger one. This right here, probably my best seller. American Bloodlines of the Garden Civilization. They go into a lot of deep history right there. And I call this the Indian Bible. I'm Not Black, I'm Indian, the Miseducation of Black Americans. And you can get it on BigChiefUniversity.com or Amazon. And boo, send me something, send me a PO box or something, and I can make sure I can get that to you.
Hell yeah, I need that.
Some merch too, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, Big Chief University. Tell them about that. Tell them about Big Chief University.
Oh, Big Chief University is something, we came up with in 2021. And we started off as a genealogy group, people, looking for their family, and we became a family. And a lot of us took the journey together. We've been traveling the world. We've been to mounds, pyramids, everything you can think of. So we've done over 15 group trips, and me, myself, I'm on my 29th solo tour. Just going around and documenting a lot of the history and telling the story from an Indian perspective or from our perspective.
Gotcha. Do me a favor, put your whatever website it is for your books. If you could put that in the back chat or put it in the chat and I can pin it, just something so people can know where to go pick up your stuff from.
Okay. It's simple. BigChiefUniversity.com.
All right, one of my mods, can y'all catch that? BigChiefUniversity.com. Pin that, put that in the chat so I can pin it, and we'll be able to go check out the books and the merch and everything. All right, so now that we gotten that out of the way, let's get into the Freedmen thing. So what I was telling the people on the live was FBA is battling with Tariq Nasheed, obviously, with Luke, with the foreigners. You know about it. You kind of talked about it a bit on your channel. And what's happening is you got a lot of people that are trying to step in on the reparations movement that the FBA movement has. And with that, it's causing a lot of strife because FBA is saying, listen, we are our own thing. We only dealing with us. And then these other immigrants are coming and saying, but we all the same. So with that being said, I was talking about how words matter. And like, if you say African-American, that includes anybody from Africa residing in America. FBA, I was going down the terms and somebody said freedmen. Now I agreed because I thought that freedmen was more distinctive than any type of Black American. But you were telling me that there's a group of freedmen. Can we talk about that a little bit before we get into the build?
Yeah, the freedmen, the group. You mean the historical or the people today?
The group, before we get into the historical piece, because I didn't know anything about them. Sorry.
So it all kind of built off of ADOS. And after the Biden administration was coming in, ADOS, if a lot of people remember, if they were there, they remember that HR 40 was on the table. So this whole reparation push, they got behind it. And once it didn't go through, a lot of people broke out and they started wanting to find different names for it. So you had ADOS 2.0, these type of things. And I can speak about it because I actually was there voting. I had a vote on the name or whatever. But in 2022, they came out with the Freedmen. And that was a lot of people, like I said, that was coming out of the ADOS movement. At that time, you had FBAs, but FBA wasn't, what it is today. So once a lot of them heard my message, they got into their genealogy and they kind of fell on the Indian side. So if you look at any of them, their foundational points was from America because HR 40 was designed for Africans. You know what I mean? So in the 80s, in the 1980s, a lot of people, you had these Black farmers and they were looking for a claim because a lot of land was stolen here from the 1860s on up. In 1989, they came out with HR 40 to study reparations and what it would look like. But it never had anything to do with coming out of the boat. It actually had something to do with the land that was taken from under our feet. So for 40 years, they went on. Then we had this group called the Freedmen, who were Camilla, shout out to Camilla, me and Camilla bumped heads a lot, but she ended up being the president over the committee of AB 3121 in California for the reparations. So the Freedmen took a lot of the foundations that we spoke about and they came. Now, what helped was the diaspora war, because at the time they were having diaspora war, they were having wars with Africans from overseas. So they're telling us how African they are, but the Africans, you know, the Africans was basically having authority over them because they knew nothing about Africa. And I kind of took advantage of the situation because I understood that the Africans wasn't gonna let them in, and I wasn't letting them in America. So, yeah, what's your tribe? Who your family? And their claim for as a reparation claim in ADOS, well, that's a legal matter. So if you're saying you're American descendant of slaves, because at first they were saying they were African descendants of slaves. But when I asked them who is the African, what plantation did you come out of, nobody knew anything about their family. So they were using terminology like lineage, but nobody had no recollection of their lineage. So if you're going to have a claim and go in there, you're going to need some evidence. And so now when you look at the reparation movement, you hear everybody speaking, they're talking about genealogy. They're not going to say my name at the time. You know, that was probably like my first year. You know, I probably hadn't even hit like a whole year. So, you know, a lot of them had larger platforms. But AB 31 did go through, and it was lineage based and not race, meaning everyone black can't get it. You would have to prove what actually happened to your family. So that's something that they adopted from us, the Indian side. Also, they adopted the culture and the history of the Americas. And that was as they were having the wars with the African wars or whatever. And so the freedmen, they took the political route and basically tried to be like the Black Caucus back in the civil rights era. You feel me? So a lot of you know, I don't have nothing bad to say about you know, that was the past, but yeah, they did start a movement, but their foundation was based off of the message that came from me.
Gotcha.
And that ain't me too my horn or none of that.
No.
From their side, who actually, you know, said that.
Man, look, when it's true, when it's facts, it's facts. A person could look at it and be like, "Oh, you feel like you didn't." Man, facts is facts.
Yeah,
so you ain't gotta sit up there and be like, "I ain't trying to
like
toot my own." If it is what it is, it just is what it is. And that's
yeah, we
like
just like, you know, the game that I gave them. You know, I wanted to help them. You feel me? So yeah.
Gotcha. So let's get into the freedmen. Let's get into that. Do you want to share your screen now, or you want to do a little talking and then share your screen? How you want to do it?
We can talk first.
Okay.
So coming into the freedmen, this whole freedmen is going to start at the Civil War period. This is legislation that's going to come after the, because, okay, so I had to take us back to the establishment of the United States, starting with 13 colonies. So we're in America. The people in America were identified as Indians. A lot of people say Indian go back to the 1500s, but actually Indian is a Middle English word, so it goes back way further than that. That's another topic. So as the U.S. formed, a lot of people think it's European or foreign influence, but it's actually a confederate of Indians coming from upstate New York, Canada regions, and their government systems are gonna go to war with the government systems in Canada and the Great Lakes, move to Virginia, and then in the 1800s, we'll see what's called U.S. expansion. They'll expand down into the South, starting Georgia, Alabama, Georgia, and Florida. And I mean, I got a PowerPoint that I can pull up, and maybe we can walk through and we can see a few things.
Yeah.
All right, so let me see how to do this.
Y'all like the video? Y'all get up in here and like the video. We got some knowledge about the drop. Y'all get up because I'm learning. I'm a student. I'm learning. All right, I see you added to the stage. Got you. That's easy.
Okay.
Like the
so
video.
Right here, we're gonna start with the U.S. Constitution. Before the U.S. Constitution, the governmental body in the 13 colonies was the Continental Congress, which also was produced by American Indians, quiet as kept. Now, your independence, all of this here is gonna come from the United States. Now, what's gonna take place is you had, like I said, people from up north wanting to come down into the southern regions and basically implement their system.
Appreciate them likes. Appreciate them likes. Cali, right. What up, though?
Deer skin during this time. So right here, Native American roots of the U.S. Constitution
in the highway.
Telling you that the American Indians actually had say so with it. We go right here to H. Con Red 331.
Window shopping
and resolution to acknowledge the contribution of the Iroquois and the development of the United States Constitution.
Get your window shopping.
So American Indians actually, the U.S. Constitution is modeled after
go change
American Indians Constitution. Or
go pay one of these niggas to change the status, man. Get out my highway.
H-Con Red 331.
Big Indian. Get out my highway.
Acknowledgement. Now, what happened after
the trash AI,
something called civilization
nigga.
Well, now you had these 13 colonies. They're united. Now, they
highway
down in the South, which was the richest. Southeast area, they were the most powerful militaries, and they also had a lot of resources. Plus, and there was a treaty called the Treaty of Hopewell in the 1780s where the Cherokee, the Choctaw,
came under
the,
they looking at it,
assisted the U.S. The newly
formed. Broke ass out my house.
So these, what we call 5 civilized tribes, are going to be birthed out of this, what is called the civilization plan after the Revolutionary War. Now, what it was these people are going to basically create governmental bodies alongside the U.S. and these nations that encompass these certain geographic or these areas. In order for them to get benefits or have any claim to Indian or their land, then they would have to fall under one of these 5 civilized tribe governments or bodies, right? So that was the purpose of what's called the civilization plan. Now, as they expanded, they came down into Georgia and Florida, and we'll have what is called the Creek Civil Wars. So the Creek Civil Wars are known as the Red Stick Wars. Well, after that war, you'll have a series of wars take place. You'll have Fort Mims, where the Indians win. Then you're back there and have the Battle of Horseshoe Bend, and then you'll have the Battle of Fort Jackson. And that's 1815. After 1815, most of these people that flee out of the area of Georgia went into Florida. And 1816, that's when we get these people called the Seminoles. Now they're gonna fight. It says from 1816 to 1858, but they're gonna actually fight after the Civil War. So you have something in 1830 come called the Indian Removal Act. It's very important because at this time they not already told us that all the Indians died of chickenpox. But in 1830, there's a law passed called Indian Removal, which is gonna relocate people across the west of the Mississippi. So here's a map of the territories in 1860. Now, right here in the lower, right here, the orange, the dark orange, you'll see these are what they call slave states. Now, after the Civil War comes, like I said, this is when the freedmen is gonna come about. At the time of the Civil War, people that was not, so 1817, for example, these places would start coming into statehood as we know them today. So Alabama, 1817, that's in the statehood. So by the time we get to the 1860s, the Civil War, what's going to take place is in 83 they did at Emancipation Proclamation, Lincoln. Mm-hmm. So it's going to start in the Sea Islands in the Low Country, side Charleston, inside the Low Country, South Carolina, just came from down there. It's going to start with what's called the Battle of Port Royal, and this is going to be the system of the North coming down. I heard you speaking about the Quakers, Brother Dane speaking about the Quakers in terms of the freedmen, which is going to be very important because the school, after they set it up, after they take over Port Royal, it's called the Port Royal Experiment, and they'll create a school called the Penn School, named after William Penn, who was a Protestant in 1680. Got a charter from King Charles the Black King to run a royal experiment, a holy experiment, in Pennsylvania. Now what's going to happen is they're going to go down to the Sea Islands. They're going to use this form of religion and education down in the Sea Islands, and this will be the blueprint for their takeover in the South. So it'll start here in the Sea Islands. As it moves from there, At this time, like I said, in the 13 colonies, if you're not a part of the 13 colonies, which are the U.S. right now, then they have no legal jurisdiction over you, and so they don't have a title for you in it. So that's when we get refugee. When we hear the term refugees, another term that was popular back then was called contraband. So these contraband camps. Now these would be the Indians that are around them. And like I said, a lot of this started from Indian wars, and when we hear the terms of slavery, as we go through them, Battle of Horseshoe Bend, Battle of Fort Jackson that I was speaking about, 1815. This is now the captures. The people who are captured in this here will be enslaved. So it's going to be very important, but we're going to get there. Now, that will also open up Cottonage King. Before then, this association of slaves and picking cotton, that didn't happen until after they made it down into the South, where the cotton was actually developing. So they built contraband camps. They had contraband camps. Now that was 400,000 to 500,000 enslaved men, women, and children, and Union occupied portions of the Confederate. And they fled their owners. Now you're saying you got 500,000 people fled here. And you know, in today's 21st century, scholars will tell us that they were actually African. But we gonna prove that wrong. And this is the people who are basically being invaded by those coming out of the 13 colonies and you know, U.S. expansion into the southeast. So you had something called the March to See Ebenezer Creek on the way down to Atlanta, and they massacred a lot of these refugees of what you call contraband. And this happened December 9, 1864. Now, this is the reason you get Special Field Order number 15, what a lot of people speak about 40 acres in the mule. Well, this is where the conversation is actually going to come from. So it wasn't something because they felt like needed to be done. Well, they massacred a lot of people, and there was a lot of political tension around it. So they went to Savannah, sitting with 20 pastors, and the outcome was General Order number 15, and they promised 40 acres of abandoned land in the Sea Islands. Well, they sent a guy down there named Tunis Campbell, and the teachers and the people that actually came were not going to be from the areas of the Sea Island of the land that was confiscated. They were actually coming down from Philadelphia, Jersey, these northern states again that the Quakers are coming from, the abolition and also the Black church, because we can't forget them because they play maybe the most significant role in this. So this is how we're going to get General Order the 40 acres in the mule. Now, instead of 40 acres in the mule, they came back and said, when Johnson came, instead of 40 acres in the mule, they said, we're going to create a Freedmen's Bureau. Mm-hmm. You know, and the Freedmen's Bureau, it was named after O.O. Howard, who also was a Quaker, which is HBCU named after now. And I'm going to explain why in this bill, how that happened, because the education and the religion was the most important tools of it. So they're going to come with the Freedmen's Bureau. Now, they also came with the Freedmen's Bank. Mm-hmm. And once they came down there, after the proclamation, you had what's called labor convention. Before they would have the Negro convention, the first in 1830, and Mother Belton in Philadelphia, the first AME church. I actually been there. I got a video of me there as well. So it's the Negro convention started there. Through the church, through masonry and all this, and this is how they were able to keep these pipelines and this communication through different states. Well, the Freedmen's Bank, they said, we're not going to pay you right now. We'll put your money in the bank, and once you get enough savings, you know, after a while, you know, interest on the money, you can have your plots of land, and you can, you know what I mean, go on to be successful. Well, after a series of bank robberies and, you know, they basically robbed them of all their wealth, because it wasn't just poor people or cheap labor there. These were actually were entrepreneurs and successful people put their money in there. So they ended up robbing them. Another thing they created was freedmen villages. And you know what I thought this here was simplified. So I put a PowerPoint together last night, because when we speak about one of the largest freedmen villages, it was in George Washington, the first president, I apologize. first U.S. president. Now, why is this important? Because this hit the land he lived on became a freedman village. A lot of people don't know Washington looked like us. Washington still have family today. Next time, boo, bring me over here with Acorn. We're going to talk about these Black founding fathers, presidents, and characters in the story, in which how they were whitewashed. So, Washington, it was a famous Civil War leader, Confederate named. Well, Robert E. Lee, his family and the Washington family were very close. Washington had relations with his grandmother. His dad, Henry Washington, appointed him to, when the United States got their army, where he appointed Henry. Washington had a son named George Washington Cuttis, and he was a colored boy. He was a Negro, and so they will always say that he was sterile and that was his wife's child. But actually, in actuality, it was his. He paid for his colleges. We have him in the will, leaving him the land. Well, that land that he left him, George Washington Cuttis had a daughter. His daughter is going to marry Robert E. Lee. So they're keeping it in the family. That land that was given to them by George Washington would become one of the largest freedmen villages there. And so that's why I say this is unique, and that's why I put this up. So these freedmen villages, at this time, you know, they were contraband. They're not even considered freedmen yet. And in 62, after the emancipation, you know what I mean, and down here they drove, military authorities looked to create a new camp for contraband outside the city. So they had what's called freedmen settlements, known as Black settlements, freedom colonies, freedom towns, historically significant communities founded across the South, including Texas, from 1865 to 1930. Now, after the Freedmen Bank robbed them, like I said, it started with these Negro conventions. A lot of people that wasn't us, most of them were associated with Quakerism, Methodist, Presbyterian, or trying to get us to go to their colonies in Africa, you know, back to Africa. So you had something called the American Freedmen Inquiry Commission, which was established during the Civil War. It enacted emancipation to determine conditions of free slaves. And through this system right here is where you're going to get this Freedmen's Bureau, which was going to help to manage or transition freedmen to freedom. The way that they're going to do it again, like I said, is going to be through kill the Indian, keep the man. So the education they want to bring them, and also the religion, as you were speaking about earlier with the churches or whatever. So you have what's called the AMA. A lot of people might not have ever heard of them, but they were more successful, put up more money than actually the Freedmen's Bureau. Because at the time, the founding of these schools after 1865, the Civil War, they wanted to put up a lot of these schools. Now, the schools were already there. These people just, after the war, you know what I mean, they end up taking over these places. So looking for old world buildings, traces of the old world, just look at these schools. Look at Harvard, one of the oldest schools down in Boston, and you look at the old world architecture there. Well, a lot of these schools are down in the South as well. They just took over after the war. We had the AMA, which was the American Missionary Association, and they brought in colleges like Fisk University, Hampton Institution, Tougaloo, Dillard, Talladega, Howard. You feel me? Now, all of these have Indian background. Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially Hampton and Tougaloo and all of these places. So right here, you see them today. The schools that were funded by the AMA are known as HBCUs, Historical Black Colleges. So, like I said, we go through Fisk and through Baptist Negro movements. You know, this is how they kept it together. Then we had our great migrations as well. You know, coming 1916 and the 70s. Right. And the AME church actually helped. Now I'm gonna get down here to the good part. Now, they passed the Civil Rights Bill of 86. And 86, this is when they first offered Indians citizenship into the U.S. And you can say you can come, well, 1830 at the Indian Move Act, those that leave, they offered them citizenship. And now, after the war, and they down in the South now they're offering citizenship through 1866. Except if you was an Indian country, citizenship intended purpose was to dissolve the native political sovereignty. So if you take the U.S. citizenship, then you lose your indigenous sovereignty because now you're under that jurisdiction. And it made lands available for sale to white settlers. So the 1866 Civil Rights Act, or the 14th Amendment, was an option for the people to accept U.S. citizenship or be sovereign, which they didn't have an army, they didn't stand a chance. That's why places like down in New Orleans, y'all had your own National Guard down there, which fought on the side of the Confederacy. So right here, what I want to show is a map of the slave trade that they said was coming over in this story. Right here in 1789, we'll look at the free states, we'll look at the slave states right here in pink. And so it's 13 colonies. We're gonna move up to 1850. All of this territory down here, highlighted in orange, but this would be slave territory. We've always been taught the South being associated with slavery. Well, a lot of people don't know that it was a domestic slave trade here. Like I said, the wars are gonna start from up north. Right here, the Iroquois League. This is the people who gave who the United States Constitution was formed after. The government bodies up here. So they're gonna move out of upstate New York areas. All of these areas here are Indian wars. After the wars, these are results of Indian slavery. So you see the Tuscaroras, the Cherokees, the Catawbas. Right here, we're moving to this side. You see them leaving out of Charleston, going to different Caribbean islands. You go the creeks being raided down here. Now, what's interesting is when we look at this location, that is the Choctaws, the Chickasaws. All of these are wars, and these are people being taken into captivity. This is American indigenous slavery. Now, they use the African slave trade story over it. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. So, right here, when we're looking at the maps, I want to show you something interesting. So, at this time, all of this is taking place at the same time. The same area is Indian wars, and after that, prisoner of wars of being enslaved. Well, it's the same area that they teach us where the Africans came to and had these same experiences. So we're going to put the maps right on side each other right here. This is the map that they say African slavery on the left. Now, when we look over to the right, we see this the same location here, mm-hmm. The Indian slavery and the Indian wars took place. Right here, when we look at this same map, earlier we speaking about the refugees, we speaking about the contraband camps, right? So we're gonna put this Indian map of the wars and the indigenous slave trade, the domestic slave trade, right on the side of what is called contraband camps. These are the camps that took place during the Civil War, or right before the Civil War. And as we see, they're identical, they're in the same places, but so we understand that who the people really were and who the conversation is really about. But they planned on us with the transatlantic slave trade story. Because when we go into American history and what actually took place, we can put these maps right on the side and we can see what actually happened. So I land right there and I'll take some questions. But I did this without trying to paint a picture.
I got so many questions because you saw my mouth flew open. Wait a minute. All right. I didn't even write them all down. I just got my little paper so I could see what's going on.
My bad.
No, you good. It was just so I didn't even want to stop you because you was cooking. I didn't want to stop you. So let's go back to a point that had my mouth on the floor. AMA to HBCU.
Right.
Can you give a little bit more detail about that? Because what you said made absolute sense. But can you give a little bit more background detail on that AMA to HBCU thing?
Okay, the AMA in 1865, they came down as a missionary program to fund their curriculums in territories that were Indian territory. Now, these people are coming from up north, so this is new territory down there now. But they want to implement their system that they first had to experiment with in Port Royal and the Seattle. That's why I brought that up first, with the education and the religion down there. The AMA came in and, like I say, funded. They funded more schools than the Freedmen's Bureau, and they put up all of the money. This is what a philanthropist came out of with the agenda of what we call kill the Indian, keep the man. Yeah, and so later in the 20th century, they'll be known as HBCUs. So those schools today that are historical black colleges, that's why they hold so much of our culture. And you from New Orleans, so y'all love to play with live instruments, trombones and drums and all of that. And if you look at college ball games or whatever, this was the culture. You know what I'm saying? That they came down here too. You know what I mean? So most of the schools that were set up down here were mostly like vocational schools because it was a lot of training in like Tuskegee. So you start with Hampton is the beauty first. Then you have one in North Carolina called Livingston College, ran by Joseph Price. He passed at an early age, and so they came and found Booker T. Washington, and they got Tuskegee down in the South. And these became vocational schools where they actually taught the culture. You know what I mean? Our culture, which was a different culture than other parts of America, because I think one of the things we look at America today is 50 states, but back then they were different countries. And so that's why there was a lot of differences with the accent or with the way of life. And so after the war, that's what actually brought a lot of that together. Them creating those schools down there for them to actually get the education and of the culture and the ways of the workings of our commerce. Because we were doing international commerce. You coming out of New Orleans, y'all have a big port down there. New Orleans being the port city, so you have a lot there. So yeah, that's how I can explain for the AMA. And they had help with the black church, which would be, and when I say black church, all of them started out black, but we'll go with the AME church, the Methodists. Yeah, so they ran with the Methodists. The Methodists also had a big part in the schools that became HBCUs. AME church.
And you know what's crazy? It makes sense because when you look at where most of the HBCUs are, they are in the South. You got onesie twosies up north, but 95% of them are here where all of this stuff was going on. I'm just connecting dots like, wow, like I ain't know all of this.
Grambling,
Southern, yeah. All of those colleges. And it's funny you say that the church was connected, because even when you think about us going to church in today's time, typically somebody going off to college, they talking about it, celebrating it at church. Most people in college come from the church.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's fun. And then again, I grew up half church, half Jehovah's Witness, and the Jehovah's Witness was like, you don't need to go to college. But that was foreign to even my mama, because coming out of the church, you went to college.
Yeah, that was the system.
Yeah, that was the system. So it was a lot of things my mama didn't agree with, but it's crazy because we were like, don't go to college. Like, these people crazy. Right. But you just make it so much sense to me right now. It's weird. And then also I wanted to touch on when you were talking about the instruments and the music. Even to this day, I went live a couple months ago when I went home to New Orleans. They had people still outside using instruments. Now everything's gone to this computer-based thing or whatever around hip hop and all of that. But there are still pockets of people who play instruments. And that is one of the things how I was taught was always done in that area. Like you said, with the ports and all that coming in, the hospitality piece, all of that has always been there. So it's just funny because I'm just connecting these dots. Like, this stuff was right in front of my face and I had no clue, like literally no clue.
Yeah, it was, I mean, a lot of the times, one of the first things, I think my first video on this conversation was about the culture that we live in is the culture that they saying is American Indian culture. It's the only culture we knew.
Right.
People that told us where we getting these stories from, the culture that they raised us in. So if your grandma told you that her grandparents were Indians, the culture that you were raised in is obviously Indian culture.
Right.
And so when we start finding out things like in the book, by Charles Hudson, Southeastern Indians, where he say, what is called soul food today was eaten by the Southeastern Indians. This was a form of food eaten.
Hey, y'all, we gonna go. I don't know
about the barbecue and them seeing us barbecuing with wood chips.
Hey, hold on, check this out.
Open fire all the way to, you know, the boils that y'all had down there with the fish.
Hey, they trying to restrict the live, man. I'm finna get out of here. I don't know what
they were practicing these type of things back in the 1500s.
We ain't said nothing wrong.
And these other things.
Hey, look, check this out. I do want to say this here though. Hold on.
I always tell you know the functions that we have, and you know, like in New Orleans, y'all you don't go to sleep. You can't go to sleep there. But this is a culture that has always been there and preserved there. But y'all ain't gonna go too far on it. But even on the Mardi Gras Indians, how they came.
Hey, yeah, my bad, y'all. Oh, check it out. I don't know. They trying to restrict the live, fam. I don't like I don't know what we said. Yeah. But then on top of that, though, you be having people in a highway, you know what I'm saying? You know, man, the game is dirty, man. You feel me? So this what we gonna do, man. I'm gonna have to end it. Nah, it ain't even about the truth, Shock Ty, you feel me? It's about, you know, it's about just this division, bro. We're gonna just keep it real, you feel me? It ain't about too much truth. It's about, you understand me, you know, just division, bro. Now we got the largest American Indian function coming up 11/22 in Houston, man. We got y'all can get y'all tickets off the website. College students are free. You feel me? College students free. But yeah, that's crazy work, man. Y'all try to pop me for that. I'm just having a conversation with the sister. But man, yeah, we want y'all to come through, man, and come rock out with us. You feel me? And that's gonna be 11/22, man. I'm just trying to figure out why not. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really see nobody over here like pushing it. You know what I'm saying? Like pushing the message, like, hey, let's make sure we make this live. You feel me? You know, we got a $15,000 budget on this here. So we trying to make this live. Like, who came and put something down, man? Who trying to bring something to the table, bro? Not asking you to sign up to nothing. I ain't trying to change your status. I'm not on none of that old lame ass fake Indian ass shit. How the hell you gonna go change your status to something that your mama and your daddy ain't, and they the one had you? How you gonna come out here and be different than your mom and daddy? You the only nigga out your family who different. Yeah, they still trying to pop us. You know, at this point, I really don't even, you know. But like I was saying, homie, how you gonna be something different than your mama? Why is y'all paying these people to y'all? Who signed a paperwork to become who you are? Yeah, you done signed your paperwork. They talking about Chief Yashun and all. He done been played by a chick out of Mexico. You out here running the scam program with a chick out of Mexico. And it ain't me for the negative shit, but I'm just saying, bro, a lot of this fake, you know what I'm saying? And then when we got something real, when the real come through, man, you know how many lame ass niggas on here? I'm talking about super lame, ain't got nothing to give to the game. Un-American face ass niggas. Show me a group of people in America that look like these niggas. They trying to find every other way to be an Indian than bloodline. These niggas went out here and got paperwork, registration, gonna have your ass locked up in a USP. Yeah, you gonna be in United States penitentiary, nigga. You gonna be locked up and the feds gonna come kick your door in. You out here robbing these people off the internet for their money, and y'all crazy for buying it. with these AI ass books and all of that. Listen, man, and then when the real come through, go flag them. Get the real, yeah. Ain't no real niggas on the block. Go on flag them. Yeah. Nah, we ain't doing that, bro. Man, I'm so far past it, bro. We finna have, 300-400, maybe 500 people at this event. I'm not guessing, nigga. I know how many tickets, so I know who all coming. I know what all we bringing. I know what it's gonna look like. Yeah, ain't nobody never did this. Why, where the leaders at? Why ain't none of them niggas tapped in? Why ain't none of them niggas tapped in? Why your big Indians, so-called big Indians, ain't trying to see how they can be a part of it? Why they, if you following these niggas, why they ain't telling y'all, hey, y'all wanna bounce out and come up there? Nah, they want to keep you stuck on this internet with them so they can keep playing on you. So you niggas can keep paying. So you niggas can keep paying and playing like y'all Indian or like y'all got something going on or about to do something. I'm not even a qualified as a TikToker. You feel me? Because I ain't got nothing to say. Truth be told, nigga, if I say something, nigga, I ain't, I leave it alone, bro. It's just too much negative energy. I don't see the Indian being represented in its proper form, family. Not at all. I can't be around it. I can't watch that too long. You gonna bang Indian, you ain't represented right. I can't be around it. It's crazy how many people who, claim they've been fighting so hard for this Indian community. They've been around so long on TikTok to help. They here to help the people out. We keep hearing them talking about they here to help the people and all this type of shit here. So why y'all not? Why you and your people and them not planning on coming to the event if you trying to help them? Unless you finna throw an event. And how many people gonna be there? Let's be honest. Nigga, this bitch finna be packed. It's so packed, I'm not naming no names. If you coming, you will see when you get there. I ain't got a cap. It's in Houston, Texas. We got nothing but bad, beautiful women. We got them country girls, man. They gonna be out there in them cowgirl boots and them Daisy Dukes. That's what I know. I know them real Indians gonna be out there. We got some top speakers and all of that. We got workshops, genealogy, one-on-one, holistic healing. We got spiritual class. We got financial wealth. We got tech. We got different things going on. We got line dancing groups. We got all of this here. We got New Orleans Mardi Gras second liners. We got New Orleans Mardi Gras chiefs. We got performances. We got panels. Why you ain't heard none of your favorite TikTokers that's on the American side, Indian side, say, hey, let's push up? Or they hiding it from you? Why they hiding it from you? Why would they hide it from you, then turn around and tell you they trying to help you? Are they trying to help you? Or are they trying to keep you away from where you can get help at? Yeah, man. They say misery love company. So a lot of niggas say, I'm not finna let you leave me over here miserable by myself. Nah, nigga, I'm finna bring you with me. Yeah, that's a motherfucker you better hurry up and get away from. So yeah, nigga, this what we doing. Get back, see? Like the one. Yeah. Remember we was really you could turn the here that being clear. The line ain't but right, especially rights. On full moon light, we the original man. I ain't TOPCATZ said it loud begging for permission. I told you I ain't listen. We just need institution. We ain't African. The last three Creole so forth. through the blood and flow rising up to the sky. We be here. Get what? Granny set me down. Roll so slow. Let the know. I hear the trouble. It's with a jazz on, and you can laugh that star, train turn for a train goes star. So you go from campus and doing it. We been here through the oh, right from the leaves. We been here. We been here. Hold up. We still here. Sorry, man. Y'all be cool. Like y'all be cool, man. Push up, pop out, man. It really going down in H-time, man. Go get the tickets, man. Fade Foundation American Indigenous Day, man. Say, I don't know what to tell you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I really don't understand. I've been doing this 5 years too long. Let me say that, too long. It's been too long, bro. And this finna be my 19th group trip, bringing people together. 19 in 3 years. And I'm just trying to figure out what the Indians did. Why aren't the Indians pushing? This is the largest indigenous event ever. Instead of arguing with a Native American about their powwows or they little 1-2 kid and play, kick step, little 1-2 step, bring it on back. Instead of that, what about you? Where you at when it's time to ride for yours? What you doing when it's time for you to have something? That's the part I don't understand, fam. A nigga would rather sit on this motherfucking internet, nigga. We ain't never been cool with that. We catching flights, not feelings. Nigga on this internet in their feelings. We catching flights, not feelings. See that nigga, big Indian on business. That's big Indian business. Nigga gonna sit on the internet. We gonna use the internet for our advantage. We gonna use the internet to connect with our people so we can network with our people, so we can tap in with our people. That we're gonna use this internet for. We ain't finna use it to try to tear a nigga down. And I'm saying, I'm looking at a lot of niggas out here, and a lot of these niggas is hoes, and a lot of these bitches are bitches. On gang, nigga, I don't give a fuck what you bang, nigga. Because nigga ain't nothing real in you, and it's obvious a lot of niggas can't help the people. My thing is this: if I was a weak ass nigga and I really couldn't help bring nothing to the table, boy, I'd be over there, I'd slide over there, and I put whatever I got and whoever with me, we finna go to this event. Cause we finna at least look like we somebody. We finna start goddamn me being somebody. Yeah, man, nigga can switch it all around. Y'all niggas hanging at these powwows with it half niggas, half natives, and then they out there stereotyping you because you a non-reservational in it. Yeah, man, we not doing all that. This we putting on something for us. Ain't no natives gonna be there. We not on that. Ain't nothing but niggas out here. You fuck around and get Petey Road coming out here, nigga, on some Native American time, nigga. We not politicking. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. I'm saying that ain't what we doing. I'm saying this is for us, period. And since ain't nobody else gonna do it, guess who gonna get? Well, fuck it. I guess I'll go do it. Since I've been doing it. Yeah, since I've been doing it, nigga, I gotta sit down and write my books. These niggas out here AI and selling them hoes. Why? Why would you let a nigga sell you a book and he ain't never made a PowerPoint lecture? Please tell me why. Why would you buy a book from a nigga who ain't never made a PowerPoint lecture? What are we doing? Smart where? Ain't nobody call this nigga phone and say, hey man, I gotta get you on here. Or come fight this big old giant ass nigga who been in the game and everybody think they smart. There ain't nobody getting these motherfucking calls, man. Stop playing. These niggas faking. A lot of niggas hiding in the safe space. Oh, I'm gonna go over here on my channel and pop it. They see you pop it on the big stage. Oh, you ain't qualified. The big stages don't want you. You ain't there yet. I've been there, nigga. You ain't got enough work in. Well, I've been around 10 years. You ain't got enough. You ain't got 10 years worth of a following. You ain't got nobody to believe in. Don't nobody believe in you but you and your mama, nigga. Yeah, you and your mama and your baby mama, because she helping, nigga, you break and you can get y'all out of the situation. Yeah. Nah, let's keep this shit real. Why niggas ain't popping it? Why niggas ain't sharing the motherfucking event? That's what I want to know. Nigga come out here and tell you they on Indian time and they ain't sharing the Indian event. But we'll see you niggas out there with them Native Americans though at the powwow. You niggas out there eating sourdough bread and shit with these niggas. Yeah, you niggas out there acorns or whatever they eat. I don't know. Niggas out there eating sourdough bread and acorn with these niggas, and y'all kicking it, and then y'all, come and say, nigga, I see you to put your shit in the ponytail like them and everything. But you niggas, nah, I got you niggas. I don't even much worry about it. You know, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing, man. Keep pushing this line that we pushing, man. And we're gonna be all right, man. But ain't no way. See, a nigga can only fake it for so long, homie, before he get caught. And a lot of them keep getting caught. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas let FBA come in here and just pity roll niggas. 21-0. let FBAs and all that come through here. Pity roll the Indians. Got the Indians looking real bad, divided, into it with each other. FBA's over there showing unity and strength and honor. They over there flipping Indians. I ain't never seen none of that in my career, nigga. And I've been on the front line. I fought against all them niggas, guys. I fought against all them niggas in one. Hey, damn, my bad, y'all. Hey, YouTube, I forgot y'all was over here, man. Let me get out of here, man. James said they be looking crazy powwow. They be out there so happy. But this my thing, Jamie. They go eat the food. They be out there eating with them. And you know, they like sit on the ground and shit and eat. They eat with their hand because they ain't, uncivilized. They ain't used no spoons and knives and shit. Say, man, we gone, bro. They didn't hit us. They didn't try to pop us 3 times, man. Appreciate 20,000 likes, though, man, in the real end zone way, man. I will say this here, though, bro. If you out there rocking with somebody, bro, and they're Indian and they not, please ask them this question. Why aren't y'all, why aren't all the Indians? I'm telling you, bro, it'll help you. This event that's coming up, bro, it'll help y'all, boy. Even if y'all can get a photo op, boy, even if y'all just come over there just to get a picture with us, to act just a picture it ain't got to be none of us in the picture. If y'all just come take a picture at the event, it will help you so much. Or whatever y'all trying to do, it will help y'all so much. I swear to God, boy, you just came and got a picture, because right now y'all are in bad shape. Y'all in bad shape, boy. Y'all need to start over. Y'all need to get around some good energy, some real Indian energy, because right now, boy, it's looking bad for you. On Mamas is looking bad for you, man. The FBAs, the Soulaanists, they want to go back African descent on y'all, and they taking Indian with you. Boy, y'all just need a photo op. Y'all need a hug, a handshake. Boy, y'all need some help. Y'all need a guard. I'm gonna tell you right now, you need a guard, nigga. Yeah, you need a guard. And right now he might be punishing you because you niggas out there signing paperwork, changing your status. Y'all had status correction. And yeah, your ass finna be the feds finna kick your dough in, nigga. Trump and them, yeah. Say, man, come get y'all a hug and a handshake, man. 1122, man, Houston, Texas, man. Fade. We added 25 more VIP passes, man. So y'all need we ordered 25 more. So we just needed to see if we can handle it. We got enough. Everything's here. So y'all know how they be like, what them fans at? Man, we got the fans. Fade fans. Foundation, it got Fade on it, and then they got it Foundation American Indigenous Day on it. And they big. We ain't get them plastic joints, them dollar stores gonna tear up. We got that real bamboo. Yeah, so you can keep it a while. The wristband, you can wear the wristband every day. You know what I'm saying? I seen Soul Food Vegan had a wristband on, and I said, damn, you know what? The quality is just like this here stuff. I was it glow in the dark. Yeah, nah, we getting everything top of the line, man, and we ready to shine. I see y'all, man. They popped me the other day, bro. I fall asleep on live, and a goddamn movie came on, The Martian. But I'm so mad, man. They popped me. But I'll be back when it is, tomorrow, Saturday, one of them. But when I come back, I'm gonna drop my book, right? Do I have it with me? Hold on. All right, yeah. When I come back, boom. Oh, y'all ain't even know. Okay, yeah, this book right here, it's 100 pages. It's 100 pages. Gonna come back and yeah. So really, you can go get it off Amazon right now. Or you can buy it from me. I ain't put it up on my site. I think it's $25 on Amazon, but you get it from me for $20. Yeah, if you get it off the site. But it's 100 pages, man. It's I think it's 8 lectures come with it. So you can't get the book without getting the lectures, though. So if you get the book, you got to get the joint too with the lectures. So yeah, man. I don't want to say nothing. I've been having it. So y'all know that I've been saying, man, I got 6 books. We don't do no AI around here, nigga. Sit your ass down, nigga. We got PowerPoints. Fuck, I'm finna come tell you. The Rockefellers, that's what they be saying. The Rockefellers created the General Educational Board, and then they'll come out here and ask AI. So where you think AI getting their information from? They taught us wrong in school, but then you'll go ask AI, who you think programming AI? Come on, man, you niggas. Then you want to play smart. That's what I be hating. I'm like, man, how the hell you? It was the Rockefellers. They changed history, all Illuminati, all this shit here. And then you go back here and use AI. So come on, man. You yeah, bro. You have conspired. Yeah, you have became an accessory to the colonization, to the indoctrination, to the misclassification. Can I get an amen? Stormy say, which one you see me? Well, it wasn't this. Ain't nobody got this one. I ain't brought it out. I ain't told nobody that I had it out yet. So I was gonna keep it for a secret. Did it, but fuck it. Yeah, it's on Amazon. But see, the thing is, it's 8 lectures that go with it. So you have to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go through the book 100 pages. You can go through the book and it's helpful, but then you got 8 lectures, which are about an hour a piece. So like 8 hours worth of lectures, so it come with it. So that's really why I ain't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to get the. I think it'll be better with the lectures. You can read the book, cool, but it's certain spots where you get to if you want a full understanding. You know, that's what the lectures are for. Like I said, there's 8 of them and they're an hour apiece. So we'll get to that, man. I'm finna get up off here. I gotta get my hair cut. Cause you know, we can't be out here on no dirty Indian time. We're not doing that. Y'all, a lot of niggas be making the Indian look poor. Why we gotta look like we the poorest one? We look like, boy, we the poorest group out here, family. Y'all talk about black folks, and you know, we know black folks were hit with the crack epidemic. Yeah. Now all of that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, project, they finna take the food stamps. Yeah, man. So I'm finna give me a haircut, man. Cause I be seeing some of these Indians, boy, nigga, you need a haircut, you need a shave, nigga ain't groomed, the manicure. Yeah, nigga, you should, can't turn your camera on. I'm finna go get my haircut. I don't want to live like that. Listen, man, whoever taught y'all how to be Indian, boy, they taught you wrong. Ain't got no grease in your head. You ain't put on no deodorant before you left the house this morning. You are uncivilized. Yeah, now, so yeah, we gotta bring real Indians back, and you know, somebody gotta be an example. Cause boy, I'm scrolling and I'm not liking what I'm seeing. How you got a full nappy bird and you on here selling status corrections? You on here selling status corrections, and you other niggas who buying all this goddamn TikTok jewelry, and you come on here like you some kind of D-boy or something. Yeah, nigga come on here think they Nino Brown, nigga, all that TikTok jewelry on, and they wave it in the camera like we don't see the Chinese boy over there selling that shit, nigga. Soon we slide down off your channel. You been hanging out on the Chinese TikTok jewelry channel so much that when we leave your page, nigga, the first thing pop up is your TikTok jeweler. Yo, TikTok jeweler, the first thing pop up. You been hanging out over there so much that, yeah, the nigga is in the algorithm with you now. Yeah. All that fake ass jewelry you got in the motherfucking cabinet, nigga, we ran across your jeweler, nigga. Yeah. Man, I'm gonna get out of here, bro. I gotta go get me a haircut, man. See, I was still referred by some pale faces as colored as a little kid in the 1980s. And you ain't doing life plus 10. You ain't doing life plus 10, so you let somebody call you colored in the 1980s, and you ain't doing life plus 10. I'm trying to figure, boy, y'all need, man, who's in charge? I need to talk to the leader, or is there a leader? I need to talk to the leader. Who's the leader over here, boy? This shit here need to get cleaned up. And I ain't talking about what Tariq said he gonna clean shit up. I ain't seen the mop or a bucket yet. Yeah, I might have come through here with some bleach and some pine. Yeah. I might have come through with some bleach and pine, and we need to get this shit cleaned up, boy. This shit, it's stinking here. Open the window, open that door, light some incense. We finna, nigga, go. Yeah, we finna do some scrubbing in this motherfucker, nigga. That whole wall needs to be knocked down. You need sheetrock. You can hit through the walls in this motherfucker. That tile need to be picked up. Nigga, blinds. Boy, y'all saw young Pharaoh blinds? I say that nigga living with somebody baby mama in the project. Nah, man, why is your blinds tore up like that? Ain't nobody did that but a toddler. You know them Tyler, you going there, nigga, blinds tore up. How you got missing blinds, fam? Grown ass man, nigga, I know, nigga, boy, you got roaches. If your blinds are like that, you got roaches. Nah, fuck that, nigga. Nah, that house ain't clean, them clothes ain't washed. And that nigga beard nappy. Nah, we not finna do that. Yeah, nah, man, get that shit together, man. Hey, man, 11:22, man, this is what we doing, man. We popping out in H-time where it's really, really going down, man. Y'all come forward with the kid, man. Y'all want some good food, some good energy, and y'all want to look like you somebody, yeah, come on down. You want to come party and ain't got to be an Indian and chill with the Native Americans who, when it get real hot, they smell like Mexicans. Yeah, they get to smell like Hispanics. Yeah, nigga, who been constructing a building. They smell like Hispanic. Yeah, well, that ain't us. That ain't our folk. Nigga out there talking about they got kidnapped and ran away and the Native American helped them. And we still haven't heard from the Native American tribe that come out and say, I am the tribe that helped the Africans. We still ain't heard from him. Still waiting on him. And your favorite scholars over here, they going along with it. Yeah, they even got some of these OG, these big chiefs got you niggas tricked. They would go back 10 years ago and listen to them niggas tell y'all how the Africans ran away with the Native Americans. And then you see them today, and now they popping big Indian, you know, like they're like they went confused 10 years ago. So, boy, where you get the new information from, huh? See, yeah, nigga really can go in a lot of these nigga pocket and see where you get the information from. Cause yeah, a lot of these niggas weren't popping it. Like, yeah, okay then, okay. But you chief now, okay, yes sir, Mr. Chief. But you back here talking about we ran away with the Native Americans. So yeah, we ran away with the Native American. We still ain't found a Native American tribe that come out and said, hey man, my granddaddy saved your granddaddy from the white. We still ain't found them. Yeah, ain't now Native came out of the 500 and something that they got listed under the BIA. Ain't now one of them came out yet and told us. And boy, you niggas out here talking about y'all speaking. Nick came and told me, Hawakataya ta. I say, nigga, I don't eat no motherfucking tofu, nigga. Yeah, I don't eat noodles, nigga. Man, fuck that shit, nigga. I was locked up. I don't eat noodles, fam. Hawashi ta Hawaii ta. Shouta. Who? Man, if you don't get your motherfucking ass away from here, they gave y'all these fake ass languages. Family. You know how many Cherokee Indians it is? They got documented. Couple 100,000. You know how many people speak the language? 200. Not even two. They got over 200,000 Cherokee Indians. And not even 200 speak the language. And y'all really running around here talking about y'all spoke an Indian language? Are you serious? I'm trying to, you know what just be killing me though? How you different than your mama now? How you different than your granny? How you different than your daddy? How you niggas get to be different? Y'all meeting these folks on the internet and they turning your eye. They turning your eye. Nigga then put that Diddy baby oil on you. Then squirted you. Skeet. Nigga then skeeted that Diddy oil on you. And now nigga then skeeted that Diddy oil on you. Come on, fam. Hey, and what, you know what? I ain't gonna say nothing. When I see homie, I got something for him though. Yeah, for real. Yeah. As soon as I see homie, he gonna know that I seen him. And we getting crazy. Yeah, but yeah, so listen, Colorado, for all of y'all that be on TikTok, man, y'all just go around the chats and go just ask the people, hey man, hey, why y'all not going to the Indian event? It's for our people. If you ever came on here and argued with a Pan-African, argue with a Moor, argue with a Hebrew, argue with an NA, argue with anybody, goddamn it. Why aren't you, nigga? Why aren't you showing up? You ain't got the money? Tell us. Maybe we can put a pot together. I asked one brother, I said, hey fam, man, come to the event, man. That nigga said I could if I would. I said, damn, they sound like he ain't got no gas money. Man, I mean, I'm saying, fam, like, we would only know if you said something. Nigga sound like he ain't had no gas money. I said, damn, that nigga said, boy, if I could, I would. I didn't know what he meant. I didn't know how to take that. Oka, Noka, Masi, Asi, talking about Tyreek is the new Jesse Jackson. Well, didn't you let a nigga call you colored when you were young, nigga? You need a weapon. You need a box cutter or something. You need a weapon, nigga. Yeah, you let a nigga call you colored, then you come here talking shit about Tyreek. That don't look good on your resume. Who exactly called you a colored boy? And you ain't do nothing about it. Yeah, I want to know, nigga. And you want to come in here and fight Tyreek now, nigga. Tyreek ain't fighting you, nigga. Tyreek gonna call him loud. Well, he did slap that mortar. Caught him out of bounds, though. Say, man, I gotta go get my hair cut, man. He said an old white man. He said an old white man got old YT man called him a colored boy. Man, I'm gone, bro. He said, okay, he was 6. Yeah, okay. Hey, boy, Get Back ain't got no date on it. I'm gonna tell you this here, Oka. Get Back ain't got no date on it. Spin, nigga, like a tornado. Man, I'm gone. Hey, before I push out though, hey, y'all X. Y'all go X. Go to every Indian channel that's on right now and say, okay, Apex, say what's some good Airbnbs. Man, look in the Heights. Look in on Edo. Look in Midtown. Look out Southwest Freeway. Kirby area. River Oaks area. You know, look into those areas right there. Hey, y'all do this here. Man, y'all push up on all them Indian channels and say, hey, fan, hey, why y'all ain't going to the fade, the largest Indian event? Yeah, push up and ask them this. Why y'all ain't going to the Indian event, bro? What y'all want to go live and just talk about it? Nah, that's real though, bro. Y'all come on out, fam. Like, what you waiting on, bro? This is number 19 for us, but we hit 20 and you ain't had one. I mean, nigga, goddamn. You know, goddamn, nigga, I'm gonna have to go and retire because nigga, I'm looking like LeBron James. Keisha says she and Cat is hard to get out to Texas. Come on out here. I'm gonna take you to the steakhouse, right? It's called Steak 48. You come on down here. Dr. Umar said he got a date with the doctor. Well, I'm gonna do a date with the chief. Y'all gonna go out. Yeah. Come on down here. I'm taking you to Steak 48. I'm taking out 6 women on a date. Come on, we're gonna do a raffle ticket. Put your name in a hat. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We raffling out 6 dates with the chief. Dr. Umar said a date with the doctor. Well, we got a date with the chief. Get on down here, put your hat in the raffle. Now this date all 6 women will be present at the date because we ain't got that much time. I ain't got that goddamn much time, okay? I got a couple hours now. A date with the chief. All right, well, I didn't do that in there. That wasn't even on the menu. We need to get that on the flyer. Get a date with the chief. Get on down here, make it a Houston, Texas, and get a date with the chief. We going to Steak 48. They got seafood macaroni. So I hope you ain't vegan. I hope you ain't vegan because your ass will be eating a house salad. Your ass will be on house salads fucking with me, okay? Yeah. Anyway, man, I'm gone, man. Y'all got it, man. I gotta go get my hair cut. I know this nigga, like, every time he come up here, he late. Why book if you gonna be late? Man, y'all be great. I'm gone. All right, I gotta get out of here. They try to pop me over there, man. I got 3 strikes. I got 3 restrictions on my live. I don't really, hold on, man. I forgot I was on the phone. But I had a whole full-blown conversation going. Ain't that about a bitch? In Jesus' name. All right, well, like I done fucked that up. I gotta sit here, man. I gotta be up there at 2 o'clock. I ain't even ate my damn lunch. Man, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. We'll be back Saturday. Sunday, we got a guest coming over. She will be attending. She'll be doing yesterday I was supposed to be on Unscramble Mind with Rod Hayes. I just wasn't feeling it, man. I ain't gonna lie. I've been having a lot to think about, man. Like I just got boxes in there, bro. It's just everything just costs so much money. But you gotta pay to play. So we want the best. So it is what it is, man. But we'll be back Sunday, and I'm bringing a sister in from Washington, D.C. She will be holding a holistic class. Vendors out there, if you want to vend, y'all tap in. If you want to vend, go to Legendarytopcatz on my page. You'll see the link to the website, fade.com. Y'all, fadeofficial.com. Click on that link and go down there and sign up if you want to be a vendor. Appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. That's my time. We gone.